What's up?
I don't know if I've told you guys about my project yet, because I couldn't care less to go and watch my last video and see what I said in it. Well, yeah, I mentioned something about making a security system that would use a photocell and a laser as a trigger to a circuit board that would be basically an alarm system. So if the laser is cut, the alarm would go on, and then you have to press a reset button to turn it off. So, for those of you who understand this, basically this is how I went about the design. I created an SR flip-flop, no, an SR latch to be exact, because there's no clock on it. And it's using two NAND gates, so it's actually, you've got inverted inputs coming in. So S bar, S naught and R naught, which are your two inputs to the latch. And then your output being obviously Q and Q naught, depending on which NAND gate you use as the output. So, yeah, so I created the SR latch, and I inverted my input from a switch, from the reset switch, so that obviously when you press it down you have voltage flow in to a NOT gate, and then it would be inverted so that it would basically reset your SR latch. I hope I'm not losing you guys. And then I'd have a photocell hooked up to the second to the S coming into my SR latch to the set, so that when no current, so that when no light was shining on the photocell, the resistivity would go all the way up, and it would be a logical 0, which on S naught would be 1, meaning it would, the latch, the value inside the latch would go to 1. And from that latch, I ran an LED and a buzzer to set the alarm off, right? So if you're able to follow that, great. I hope you were. Here's the board. Exciting. Okay, so we've got a problem here. It's not working. And I think I might have an idea of why it's not working, but I'm not sure. In fact, I'm just going to shut up because I don't know. There's our NOT gate, our NAND, our two NANDs, because this is a quad NAND IC. Here's our photocells, these two things right here. I decided to use 2 to increase the resistivity so it would actually make sure that I got a logical 0. And there's my buzzer and alarm. So let me kind of show you how it's operating. I'm using this power. I'm just using a 3 volt power source coming from a AC plug-in. It's converted to DC though. So here we go. The only way I'm able to actually set this off right now is to disconnect this wire. And let me just show you. This wire is coming from the negative terminal. I tried using the positive terminal, but it works exactly the same. I don't know why, but it works exactly the same as using positive. It runs through these two photocells, and then it runs to the NOT. It gets inverted. Actually, it didn't run to the NOT before. I used to have it running from the positive straight through the photocells to the SR latch up here, so that when there was no light shining on the photocells, it would open circuit, and you get a 0 here, and that's what you need to set off the alarm, right? Well, that wasn't working, so what I did was I actually brought it from my ground, from my common. I brought it to the photocells, then I brought it to a NOT gate, and then I took the NOT to my SR latch. So I'm basically taking it from my ground, and then I'm just inverting whatever I get through the photocells. Okay, so let me show you here. Let me unplug this as if the photocells were open circuiting this, which I don't think they are right now for some reason. So now we plug it back in. So now, no matter what happens, assuming my power supply doesn't go off, it'll stay beeping like this, buzzing. The alarm's going off, and you have to press the reset button. Now, here's my reset button. It didn't work. I don't know why. It's all like totally screwed up. I don't know why this doesn't work. It's probably something stupid I did. But anyway, that doesn't work. So here's my reset button. See that wire? All I do is pull it out of there to reset the circuit. And I plug it back in now. And now my circuit's reset. What I can't figure out is when I turn off the light, cover my hand over the photocells, nothing happens. Are they just not getting, like, even if I like press my fingers over them? I was using one photocell before and it didn't make any difference. I don't get it. I think the problem is that I'm trying to interface, if that you can use that word, the photocells with the IC incorrectly. So if someone can tell me how to hook up the photocells to the IC correctly, that would be great. Because what I think is happening is I'm getting too low of a voltage drop across the photocells because the resistance in my IC is infinitely larger. So that's my theory. If anyone can help me, I know this was a confusing explanation, but I'd be very much appreciative. Catch y'all later.